What we do here is go back.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to The Sting, the show that keeps you up to date with not only Alabama State football, but news and updates around the HBCU as well. We got a lot to talk about today. So without further ado, here's your host, the one, the only, Jim Rathernot.
Oh my goodness! What a performance from last week! Hi guys, it's your boy. I'm back, Jim Rathernot. And what a historic game we saw in the DMV area as those Alabama State Hornets absolutely obliterated, literally, the Howard Bison off the football field. From start to finish, the Alabama State Hornets were absolutely flawless. Look at that pick by Nixon, the slowest linebacker in the nation. And what about Keldrick Williams? I'm going to say it now. He's the best running back in college football with 4 touchdown runs. But Neil Bryant was the man in this game. He did everything. He was on offense, running the ball, catching the ball. He even had 5 punt returns for touchdowns, as well as a pick 6. What an absolutely amazing performance by this Alabama State football team. This game had almost everything. We even had 3 straight returns for touchdowns, including this one from Stewart. But another guy that was absolutely amazing in this game was Alvance Robertson. The man not only returned a kick for a touchdown, he caught 3 touchdown passes. He was absolutely superb in this game. The defense had their best performance of the season. They even held Howard to under 20 points. And what about Johnson and Ben Scott? Both of them had interceptions, including Johnson's for a pick 6. The defense actually showed up in this game. What an absolutely great performance, as the Alabama State Hornets show shades of the team that beat Prairie View 92-0 back in the 90s. That was absolutely crazy. But what more can you say about Neil Bryant? The man showed shades of Charles Woodson, Adoree Jackson, and Champ Bailey. He even had a whopping 371 all-purpose yards all by himself. He himself outgained the entire Howard offense. What does that say about Howard's special teams? How do you continue to keep kicking the ball to him after 2 punt returns? After a while, you gotta be like, man, maybe I shouldn't kick to this guy anymore. But that's not my problem, because I like what I saw from Saturday. This Alabama State football team came back and responded after that absolute humiliation to Auburn 2 weeks ago. What a way to come out after the bye week. Now that the team is back and nobody's I forgot, Will Williams is still suspended, but he's not missed. Next game, however, we have to take on the Florida A&M Rattlers in Tallahassee. And there you see the pick 6 right there by Neil Bryant as he cruises to the end zone. It's already bad enough that he took back 5 punts for touchdowns, but if you're a Howard fan and you saw him running back that pick 6, you had to be fuming angry. Wow, what a performance by Neil Bryant. And then there goes the one by Johnson. Johnson probably runs an 8 flat in the 40-yard dash. He was looking so slow as he ran into the end zone. But anyway, look at that score. 119. 119. Wow, that was amazing. That was amazing. And look at this. They even set a record for most points scored in a game. Now it's trying to check out the rest of the HBCUs. As Bethune-Cookman lost to Fresno, Prairie View got mollywopped by Cincinnati. Jackson State lost to Mississippi Valley State. Wow, that looked like a close one. Jackson State's 0-5. Oh, wow. That's bad. And then Temple all over Alcorn State. Alcorn State still looking for their first win of the season. And then up in Huntsville, we have a close game in overtime as the Bulldogs of Alabama A&M beat Grambling. Wow, that looked like it was a pretty good one too, a battle. And then down in Tallahassee, Florida A&M beat Arkansas Pine Bluff. Florida A&M is now 3-2. Now let's check out the Sun Belt, aka the MEAC. As we have Delaware State losing to Western Michigan, Hampton getting mollywopped by Louisville. Morgan State prevails over North Carolina A&T in overtime. Tennessee State beating South Carolina State 34-24. That looked like it was a pretty good game, as South Carolina is still looking for their second win of the season. Wow, that really sucks for them. Up in Virginia, you have Norfolk State losing to Central Florida. Yeah, Norfolk is also struggling to win this season. Oh, and look at this. Breaking news. The Florida State Seminoles, who were ranked number 5, lost to Syracuse in what looks like a 29-27 defeat. Wow. Looks like this is an historic upset as well. That's a very tough loss for Florida State, a big-time program. Now let's look at the rest of the top 25. So as you can see, no changes within the top 6, as the Tennessee Volunteers are still ranked number 1. Looks like no changes so far. But this is where we want to be eventually. See, look at that. Florida State fell all the way to 16 after the loss to Syracuse. Even Cal lost. But eventually, we want to compete with these top 25 teams, and we're not ready for that right now. But let's look at the Heisman watch list. As you can see, Michigan quarterback Chad Henne is still in first place, holding that number 1 spot, followed by his teammate Jason Avant, the wide receiver. Then at third, you have Matt Leinart, the USC quarterback, followed by Andy Davis, the outside linebacker for the Florida Gators. Oh, and look at this. In 5th place, we have the one and only Courtney Taylor of Auburn. Oh, wow. Yeah, he deserves that spot, man. Next, we have this. Neil Bryant is being recognized as the National Player of the Week after that historic performance versus Howard. Sharing swag honors with Neil Bryant is Hank Mitchell, the defensive tackle for Arkansas Pine Bluff. 9 tackles, 6 for loss, 3 sacks, a forced fumble, and a fumble recovery. Wow, he was a beast this week. And then you have Ron Russell and Tyrone Bosch win Sun Belt MEAC Players of the Week. Bosch had 13 tackles. Oh, he was beasting in that game. Now join us next time, people, as those Alabama State Hornets travel down to Tallahassee, Florida, to take on the Florida A&M Rattlers. This game should be very interesting. I can't wait to watch it.